You have to change the perception, especially if you don't want to go back on the wheel. That's kind of what it's all about, is staying off of the wheel and ascending. So it really is simple. It's a lot of research. I mean, you can break it down to what we have. What do we have? We have an INFJ chameleon. Okay. So, known as the unicorn. Unicorn spirit is a shapeshifter energetically. So, we have a channel based on what we resonate with. So, what's the chatter Rasha popped up in the algorithm as a nice little synchronicity. So they wanted you in a toe tag and they ended up in the body bag. So who knows what's going on there? I do know this. One of the greatest feelings in the world is using Larasha to mirror the moment with her chatterbox. And she says Raw's on foot in Texas chasing demons. So, I mean, that's what it is. You're talking about a cosmic channel or a conduit based on intentions of what you resonate with. So, I mean, look at Pisces sun. There's sun gods. Okay. So you've got Chicago pointing out Egyptian roots. So we obviously have an Egyptian past life. As a past life regressionist, channeling the source. So, I mean, it's what it is. You got to keep in mind. I mean, why is Egypt a desert when it used to be lush green land before locusts and catastrophic weather events and all that fun stuff? Anyway, I have a picture in my possession. I saw the original yesterday, and it has almost almost a perfect inverted image of the sun god Ra in a 23-year-old girl's heart space. So the transfer from the original photo into the photo that I have in my possession transferred energy that synchronistically outlines the three fates, or the daughters of Ra: Spinner, Allottor, and Inflexible. Three fates has come out in the cards. Wonderful. So, Egyptian past life roots, well, obviously that's children of the sun. So if you've got a fixed divine Pisces sun sign, just go with it. Leo rising, ascendant, and Saturn. Saturn is going to be the boss of lessons on a life path 8. That's bossing the karmic lessons. That's what it is. And you've got the energy of the Earth Angel finishing an 8 to 10 year cycle. That 8 to 10 year cycle, you had demon slayers in the cards, you had all kinds of weird shit. It was Saint Marta the Dominator. Cool. So we beat we beat death domination. Anyway, I'm not concerned with that. You've got the twin Gemini moon aspect. Dolores Cannon told us we pick our names, we pick our address. My address off of Divine Street has the Allah missing in Bama. 928 is the artist. It's all over Google, so it's not like I'm give a shit about my address. The artist is going to represent the past life in the Order of the Dragon. We all know what kind of artist Vlad the Impaler was. So you have a master of the Kundalini fire Djinn in a past life scenario. On the wheel of karma, the master will become the servant. You have Djinn energy in the cards. Okay, great. I obviously have a tie to that shit. Anyways, in the past, I have left it in the past. Twin Gemini moon subconscious energy on Earth is going to represent Loki and Freya Earth magic. It's subconscious magic. Your subconscious controls reality. So there's plenty to look for there. With the Aries, Mercury, Venus, that is the Empress energy, and the god's morning star, it's the god's secret weapon. So if you've got hidden Allah energy on Bama, right, well, that's going to tie right into the Muslim origins of the Djinn. And now we've got Djinn evidence popping up all over the place. So you've got an INFJ mystic with ties to the unseen astral realm. So I got Reiki for astral sight classes. So it's not like I can't teach you to see through the astral window. The point is, we're all creating our own reality, going from the old Earth to the new Earth, and we're transforming it from the 666 carbon human body composition to the crystalline body composition. The Rainbow Covenant was a promise for God not to flood your asses. He'd never drown you again. He promised, the reset, we're just not going to drown you again. However, they didn't say anything about fire, and these people have obviously chose fire. We're creating our own reality, so it's obvious I chose Kundalini fire. Love always wins. It's Reiki. Kundalini fire is Reiki. Love's intent to help her heal. Cool. Love always wins. Ta-da. Simple enough. It takes all of the horrors of the past life and the repeating patterns that they do this every lifetime. A messenger comes and they try to annihilate that messenger because it's the white devil of truth. Right? So that's what it is. I'm not going to sit here and get aggravated at people who choose their own destinies and their three fates. So that's what it is. I mean, there's plenty of research out there on who you are. And, I use divination, so once you say it first, well, then it's just a whole lot easier for me to just sit here and nonchalantly. It's just what it is. It's kind of hard to argue with me when I send you the reader that said it. That's what it is. Yes, that's the entire key ray, universal key, life force energy. It's just what it is. Your Dolores Cannon told us some of us, our job was just to be. Okay, well, if you're a conglomeration of atoms and your job is just to be, and you achieve bliss, that's I blessed be. It falls right into the past life with the Djinn. So I can't do anything about that. And you've already got it in the cards, so it's not like I'm telling you anything that you don't already know. You got Pisces ancestors that don't play? Okay, well, I would say Egyptian sun gods. Those are cats. No, I doubt they play. They're giving everyone the skibbity paps. Right? You got Leo rising. Well, Pisces, pay attention to your dreams. Yes, tarot reader, we were headhunters. Is what it is. And Graham Hancock's, and then you've got that Hancock twin flame energy all off in the cards. Every time I hear Hancock, I don't think of the weird ass movie. I don't think of Hollywood. I think of Graham Hancock and the thumbprint of the gods. That's what it is. So, and we've already had Tezcatlipoca. You've got sacrifice energy. Okay, well, Tezcatlipoca was the demonic sun god, uh, lord of sorcery and human sacrifice. And now we have sacrifice energy all in the cards. Okay, well, it seems like the math is just kind of mathing. The math is just a mathing. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. It's all stories. Who knows what the divine is doing? What shall say divine judgment has been called? Okay, well, I mean, that's what it is. That's what it is. You got Venus Empress energy. If you have a hidden Taurus Vedic behind the twin Gemini moon, it's a Taurus moon. Okay, well, hell, that fits the movie Archangel Michael when John Travolta's headbutting the bull. They idolize shit. Dolores Cannon said when enlightened beings would come to the indigenous, they would see the glowing earth angel aura, and then they would worship the earth angel instead of themselves and do the work. So that's what it is. I mean, you can't expect these people to do the work. And it's years of work, so who knows if they even have time now. I'm not concerned with that. Enjoy your life. Love always wins. I picked Kundalini fire. They obviously picked fire. We're seeing fire happening all around us. Ow! I mean, not me personally, but and that's what it is. These masculine energies, if they didn't come into union with their feminine energies, chances are their ass is left behind. They only have a half a soul. The twin flame journey is within. My past life in the Order of the Dragon is how I know of the ancient story of Dracula in love. The ancient story is older than any of you. It's older than any twin flame coach. It's older than anybody pumping that bullshit. That's why I was able to pull it off. So, it's my past life. That's what it is. And y'all have got that energy all off in the cards. Okay, great. Glad I could help you out. Plain and simple. Right? Love always wins. Cool, we chose love. Kundalini fire activation. That's what it is. And then old great Scott sat here falling right into a vat of being baptized in fire, and now I'm glowing. So it's what it is. I can't do anything about that. And it wasn't like they didn't steal the light from the last time. Right? And I mean, that's my question. You have all across Pisces tarot, they're trying to dull Pisces shine. They're triggered by Pisces light. They're trying to do everything they can to dull Pisces shine. Okay, cool. Where are these other glowing Pisces? That's my question. And who are they attacking? Who are these trigger demons attacking, trying to dull the shine of the Pisces? I go through the comments and I see, I'm anointed, I'm a great. Where's your glow? Where is your union with the divine white light? I understand everyone is psychic. Everyone has abilities. Everyone is amazing in their own way. The energy that she is talking about in Pisces Kingdom of being able to lock in, it's an INFJ stare. That's what it's called. It's called the INFJ Seer of Souls. It's the ability to be a human lie detector and see someone's psyche. When you learn to see energy and auras and activate your astral sight, you can see their astral body. Okay, cool. Well, once an entity knows you can see it, it does not like you anymore. It opens up a whole can of worms. That's what it is. These are ancient practices that I'm just aware of from being a past life regressionist. So that's going to be the question. Is, number one, you have to use both sides of the brain simultaneously. If the person is left or right-handed, they're going to feel a certain way when I hand them their ego, that they're full of shit. Not that left and right-handed people can't do amazing things. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that the tarot is telling the greatest story ever told about a balanced emperor and empress energy. Cool. You can't be left or right-handed. Pull that off. If you can, prove it to me. Just tell me where, because I mean, when I ask someone what their personality type is, knowing that the INFJ is proven as the consciously unconscious human operating in two realms of consciousness at the same time, especially in a Pisces, cool, that's Edgar Casey. Cool, what could Edgar Casey do in the astral realm as the sleeping prophet? Right? And I mean, they're listening to tarot and they're taking on the story as their own. Cool. The next question: where is the Pisces with a business they tried to sacrifice him for, or her? Either or. All right, because I can't sit here and say I'm balanced masculine. I am in boy sizes. I know, I understand genders, and my pronoun is sir. He. I'm a he. It's what it is. I understand the difference between the law of gender, and the law of polarity. Anyway, so, and yes, there's going to be a lot of pissed off people. You're talking about the white devil of truth. When you bring truth to the table, anybody's going to think that individual's the devil. Could I be the white angel of truth? That's Archangel Michael's sword. Cool, we can do that. I'm just trying to cater to everyone. We're just catering to everyone's worst fucking nightmare they created. So we're creating heaven on earth, and they're all in a nightmare, and I can't do anything about that. And what is their main goal and purpose? To hold us in their nightmare. Cool. Have a good time with that. That's what it is. Right? I mean, that's and you're going to have a ton of this, married couple cheater energy. Okay, cool. They're looking for two people between an emperor and an empress, instead of one individual with a balanced emperor and empress energy. And I'm telling you right now, I cheated. I'm a quantum healing hypnosis technique practitioner. I understand past lives, the wheel of karma. I already knew the hidden knowledge I used. I didn't bend anyone's free will. I let them make their own choices. And to me, that's cheating. That's setting their asses up for their own karma. I could have told them, but then I would be stepping in the way of them learning their karma. No, we all make our own choices. I've done that shit. I've stepped in the way of someone getting their karma, and it destroys my life. So it's their turn. Hell, you think you're doing the right thing by getting in the way of someone getting annihilated, and now you got death cult energy all in the cards. You've got friends in high places that are a part of this death cult. Cool. I'm returning all that energy back to them tenfold. Anti-human agenda, you're the first ones to go. Can't do anything about that. It's been decided by the divine. God's in charge. You're on your own. So everyone have a beautiful weekend. Everyone have a beautiful weekend. You got to keep in mind, this happens every lifetime. They realize what they've done, and you got to think, more people have died in the name of the Lord because they're trying to earn their way into heaven by what? By transferring. You can't. Energy cannot be destroyed, only transferred. So now what are they going to do? They're going to try to transfer their karma in fighting in the name of Jesus. They've lost their minds. Oh, we were a part of a death cult, and we tried to do what to the karma earth angel? Oh God, now we have to fight for them. No, you don't. You have to go for fucking peace. You have to fight for yourself. It's between everybody, as far as I'm concerned, is fighting with God right now. You're fighting with God. You're on your own. You're just on your own, okay? You're wrestling in the desert you're punching the air. You're just punching the air right now. That's what it is. You're mad running around the house breaking shit. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to be in a fit of rage because you're in fear of what you're done. You're not alone. Those of you in houses, yeah, there's people in big office buildings. There's people in sky rises right now losing their shit because they know their time's up. I can't do anything about that. Time's up. That's what it is. Metatron's timekeeper says so. So that's what it is. And there's plenty of research out there to be done on you. Quit worrying about Pisces. Pisces knows themselves true. Forget, who are you? That's what the question's going to boil down to. And not what someone else told you are, not what you've read in a book. What did you get? Because I use divination for clarification. I use ancient techniques that have always stood the test of time. I have past life regressions under my belt. Right? People will read some shit in a book or hear something someone else told. That's going to school and deciding to be a skater one day and a headbanger the next. That's what it is. However, that's a pretty predominant energy of sacrifice in the cards, especially after an 8-year cycle. Okay, cool. So how are these people going to respond when they figure out that Pisces has just broken an 8 to 10 year karmic cycle going into Dharma so that they can start their 8 to 10 year karmic cycle? It's going back on them. I can't do anything about that. It was fun while it lasted, right? And these girls have already told them, how are they possibly going to get through it without divine protection? That's between them and the divine. That has nothing to do with me. That is between them and the divine. It has nothing to do with me. And I'm always under the prove me wrong. That's my scope of things. Prove me wrong. Namaste.